Good. Lowko, hearing someone say they don't like French pastries and full spread. Yeah, no. We don't want to worry about that. It's a little difficult for some of these little spots here, but... Okay. I don't like that. This is my original camouflage green. Cover up some of that. I think I'm going to edge highlight some of the tail as well with this bright color. There's little areas on the tail that I would like to have a little tidier, because the dry brush does leave a bit of texture. And I don't like the texture. That's way too much paint on my brush. You don't want to have too much paint on your brush when you're edging, Chet. It's a mistake I made earlier on. Still struggle with it sometimes though. So I saw a thing the other day about how to get rid of texture when dry brushing. It's apparently by working a bit of water into the bristles. Yeah, I make my dry brush ever so slightly damp. Like if you do too much, you start smearing it. So it's I don't know. I kind of understand why like the people that do real like display painting rarely will use dry brushing, because you can have really nice results, but I also imagine like you lose a bit of control, right? It has to be just the right amount of water, because if you add too much, you're just gonna smear the paint all over the place. But I think maybe using it. Oh, geez. Okay, that actually was okay. But I think actually using it and then maybe doing what I'm doing right now, trying to just manually go over some of the sections you don't like, maybe that's okay. What's going on, Echo? How are you doing today? Okay, I'll do some as well on the hoofs. Not a ton, but a little bit. Or not the hoofs, the hair. The hoof hair. The hobbit feet. Whatever we're going to call it. You think this is a hobbit horse? Got very hairy feet. Now, am I gonna do some of this as well over here on the mane of the horse? I think I will. Bit risky because I'm pretty happy with how they look. I don't love that. Wipe that off. You know what I saw Artis Opus do in a video where he was painting a little section and he didn't like the way that his highlighting looked? Rather than using his finger to like wipe it off really quickly, apparently this is the real pro gamer move, chat, if you're a mini painter. He licked it off. Which, when you think about it, is the perfect device. But also, you become a mini licker. Yeah. Sounds like your ex-girlfriend? Yeah? I'm sorry about that, buddy. Red hyena getting real greedy here. Wow, you got it. That's a really crooked Lowko. Holy shit. I wasn't even in them remotely in the right direction. Okay. I'm really liking how this is coming along, guys. I think the cloth is looking quite nice. Oh, what? Your grandfather practically lost his vision overnight and you brought him to the capital to get an eye injection? But they can't treat it currently, so we will have to go back in 5 weeks? An arterial burst? Subretinal? Oh, jeez. You're telling me the fucking veins, the arteries right behind my eyeballs can suddenly burst? God, there's so many things that can just randomly happen to a human, guys. Like the one moment you're perfectly fine, the next moment you're fucked. Oh. Isn't that fun? Being a human is very suboptimal. We should all become more like the machines. I would be part of the Mechanicum 100%. Harry does the slowest pyramids. Man, that sucks, Echo. I'm sorry to hear that, man. His right eye fell from about 80% to below 10%? Jeez. Just all of a sudden? That's crazy. I guess he's had issues in the past, but... I know, Harry, but it's just kind of funny. Everybody's trying to rush it out, and I see you doing it so slowly. Little clicks. I just find it, you know, it's kind of fun to see. This is a slightly brighter color, and then I'm going to be cleaning my brushes. A slightly brighter highlight on the most raised up bits. The crazy thing is he fell asleep and woke up. Ah, he just woke up and he suddenly couldn't see well? That's nutty, man. You like brush your eyes or you like rub your eyeballs and you're like, ah, it's probably gonna go away, and then it doesn't. It sucks. Yeah, life's brutal. Hope they can help him out then in 5 weeks' time. It's gonna be a tricky 5 weeks, I guess. I think I fixed the focus, man. Yeah, dude, that looks really clean. So I changed the settings to be focusing more in the center rather than in the wider frame. It looks really sharp now. Okay, any more greens that really need a little bit of a touch-up? Obviously, we're gonna do some highlights as well to the armor, but I'll do more of that later this week. It's too much. Okay. This line is a little too thick for my liking. Do we have any green left? Tiny little bit. Try to blend it out a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna be stopping for today. But we made a good bit of progress. I'm actually very happy with this. Let me zoom in a bit. I hope it's gonna focus better now too when I zoom in. How about that? Hey, it's focused immediately. Would you look at that? So I worked on all of the cloth, all of the green today. Rather than just having a shadow, I tried adding highlights to all of this stuff, and I tried adding a bit of color variety. Mostly thinking that the light would be coming in from the top. So like places like the foot over here, the shoe. We still have to do some edge highlighting as well on all of the armor. But I think this made quite a bit of progress. Obviously, we still have all of the other metallics to do. I also did some of the brown highlights. So all of the wood, I tried to make it look more like wood, which I think it does. Same for the beam here that goes across the back. There you go. That should also be a little bit more beamy. And then same for the actual weapon over here too, like there you go. It's very dark wood, but I think that's fine. I think that would make sense. I did the relayering as well on the heads. So all of the little skulls and things that are dangling off of the horse, like these two right over here. It's coming together, it's coming together. I would really like to actually paint one little strand of hair here, because that strand of hair has been bothering me for a while. I just don't know which color I should use for it. There's one little strand of hair that accidentally has become pretty much white again. And I don't want it to be white. Or not white, it's like a beige, but we can kind of like... There you go. The bottom side of it can be beige. Same for this one over here. We dry brushed most of this area. Hey Mickey, thank you very much, gifting a sub to PAX. Okay, that's where I'm going to be wrapping it up. I am very happy with how this thing is coming along. Yeah. It'll look nice when it's done. It'll look real nice when it's done. China will grow larger. Bring on the scaffold. Okay, sorry. Test, test, test. Hey, nice. We have a microphone that works. I forgot to not charge it. Wait, what? No, I did charge it this time around, is what I'm trying to say. Gamers, I have been painting up the Harbinger of Decay for a little while now. I'm trying to make this my best paint job yet. And I've been putting in quite a bit of effort so far. I've been really trying to make it look nice. I'm painting quite slowly, taking my time, not really rushing anything. So we're gonna continue doing exactly that today. I have done a lot of highlighting on, for example, the horse's hair. Ooh. I've done a lot of highlighting on the horse's hair, on the horse's tail, on the cloth. I think today we're starting off by highlighting all of the armor pieces. So there's a lot of little bits of armor on this guy. I haven't done any edge highlighting on that yet, so I think that's where we're starting. I also have those skulls that I would like to do a little bit better, because I don't really love the way they currently look. So we should probably try and do a bit of a better job there, but I am pretty happy with how it's coming along. So I'm actually gonna zoom out a bit, just because that makes painting a bit comfortable. I actually changed the camera height a little bit, so the camera is like a little bit higher up than it was last time around. So I'm hoping that that helps with some of the focusing that my camera has been doing lately. I don't really know why it's hunting a bit. I think it might be due to the lens. But anyways. We should be good to go. I have cleaned the palette, guys. Look at this. Look how clean it is. You ready? Well, I mean, it's mostly clean. It's sort of clean. This is Nerdhammer. It's very nice and expensive. It depends on how much you want to spend on hobbies, right? There are cheaper hobbies out there. I will tell you that. So this is a miniature from the, what is it? Maggotkin of Nurgle line from Age of Sigmar. Collecting cars is most definitely a more expensive hobby. Yes. But you also kind of mentioned like one of the most expensive hobbies out there. As far as expensive hobbies go though, yeah, I guess this is not the cheapest one out there. But I kind of feel like once you have a bit of a collection of paint and stuff, and you spend a bunch of time on each miniature, it's really not like, it's not the end of the world, okay? Like, it's kind of like playing video games. Is playing video games an expensive hobby? It certainly can be if you buy every AAA title. But if you stick with the indies, you spend some time with all of the nice ones, and yeah. It's sort of, yeah, kind of. It depends on how much money you want to spend. Okay. It has a decent, yeah, exactly. Like the enjoyment in hours to money ratio of painting miniatures is up there for me. But you do have to enjoy the painting, right? Like there's a lot of people out there like, ooh, I want to paint, and then they never actually paint because you don't actually enjoy it. I want to do a little bit of an edge highlight across all of the green. We've done quite a bit of glazing. I don't know if this is bright enough, actually. I think I might have to go a little bit brighter than this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go a little bit brighter than this. You didn't consider the ROI? Yeah, so for like one trip to the movie theater, right? Say you hypothetically speaking, right? Hypothetically speaking, chat, this is a big hypothetical. But say you have a date with somebody, right? Now bear with me. That one trip to the cinema is you know, you can paint a lot of hours of miniatures for that. There's a lot of hours of mini painting that you could do rather than going to the cinema. Yeah, that's a bit of an unreal, yeah, I don't know. Dating is a fucking expensive hobby, man. Yeah. Lorana and me got we went out for lunch yesterday. It was like 35 euro, chat. For like 2 sandwiches and 2 drinks. The fuck is that? What the, you know how many minis I can buy? I can buy like 10 little bottles of paint for that. You could paint miniatures together on a date? Holy crap, Dialan. Yeah, I had like a smoothie thing, and that smoothie little drink, it wasn't even that much. It was like 6 euro. The fuck is this? Dating, yeah, dating is expensive. But yeah, miniature painting is not the cheapest hobby out there. That's true. Paint miniature. What is the cheapest hobby you could have, chat? If like, other than like walking or something, like something that you actually have to like consume or create. Yeah, walking is kind of lame. Collecting rocks. Collecting rocks you would probably have to travel for, right? Like you're gonna have to like if you have to drive an hour to go to your local hike, the gas cost is, you know, that's like stacking stones, collecting sticks. The hobbies exist, chat, but philosophy. Collecting money. Speaking of collecting money, Did you guys know you can... No. No. Well, I mean... Any primers in the chat? Hello? Okay, I like that actually on that shoe. We're gonna do the other shoe next. This is the easy part. Chat, he's poor again? Nah. We've actually had a massive influx of subs because of, not last Saturday's stream, but, no, it was last Saturday's stream. Last Saturday's stream was insane, bro. For some reason, we got like fucking 500 subs in one stream. I still don't understand why, but hey, thank you guys very much. It was kind of insane. I was very overwhelmed. Like, I noticed I was off for the rest of the day. Like, my brain decided to go AFK. You forgot it was your birthday? No, it wasn't my birthday, actually, but according to some people in the chat, it was. I was a little surprised by it, too. Guys in the chat know when my birthday is. They told me my mom lied on my birth certificate. But they had nothing to prove for it, though, so it was a bit weird. It's your birthday, Lowko? Happy birthday? No. There's a tiny little knee pad that's visible. Ooh. There we go. I nailed it. There's actually a little smudge that I put over there on that knee pad, apparently. We'll try and darken it a bit. Today's playlist is 80s porn. What do you guys think of it? Nice, right? That's not what they call the playlist, by the way, on the website, but that is the vibe I'm getting. I think. I don't know. My palate is a little moist. A little too moist. Careless Whisper intensified. Whoa. A moist palate. No, this is a wet palate. This is not moist. Very little. There's a moment where things go from moist to wet. My palate has definitely surpassed the moist stage. What's going on, Lena? You joined just in time. For the important discussions. Like, when did Careful Whispers go out of style? You're asking me? I don't know, dude. I know that I look like a Careless Whisper expert, but I'm actually not. The majority of whispers I get are from Ugetsu Gabriel sliding into my DMs on Discord. You slid into my DMs again? Fuck, dude. Gabe doesn't slide into my DMs much anymore, guys. Gabe, are you not are you not stacking logs anymore? Are you not building the thing? Are you chopping wood right now? Like, what's going on, Gabe? Gabe's been chopping a lot of wood. Chopping wood is a pretty cheap hobby, I guess. I don't like this, it's too thick. I need a thinner line than that. Use the tip, Lowko. That's better. That is better. Oh yeah. For a while I thought chopping wood was code for something not PG. No. Gabe has actually been chopping wood. He's chopping wood to warm his home in the winter. Apparently this is a thing. Okay. You think I would use an innuendo like that? Wow. You finished chopping all the wood? You guys know that guy on TikTok? The Thor, whatever that guy is. Like the guy who just makes videos about himself chopping wood. And there's like 1 million women that like go absolutely nuts in the comment section. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Brad, whatever his name is. What's his name? I'm gonna Google it. Yeah, that's Mugetsu Gabriel. Brad Thor something, I think? Brad Thor, wood chopping, TikTok. My God, this is a weird thing to Google. Ah, I found it. His name is Thorin Bradley. I was close. Look at this, chat. This is Mugetsu Gabriel. This has been him the entire week. Let's watch a video.
So this is an experiment. I am super aware that there are 2 very different reasons why people might enjoy this page. So I made 2 videos. One is pretty wholesome. It's something you could probably send your mom and not feel weird about it.
Okay, this is too much talking, Bradley. Just get to the chopping. This is content, chat. Just to let you know, 10 million followers. 10 million followers. And the comment section are, it's something, man. There's a little bit of a double standard in the comment section, is all I'm gonna come out and say. That was quite impressive, Lowko. I guess it was, yeah. So that's Mugetsu Gabriel over the course of the week. Yeah. That's how I picture it anyways. You do so much free advertising for this dude. I just find it fascinating content. I think it's pretty amazing that this exists. Like this guy, I can picture this guy just once upon a time uploaded a random video of himself chopping wood on TikTok, and it randomly got 1 million views. There's no way he set out with this intention. It's why I love the internet, dude. It's kind of amazing. I'm gonna start laying bricks. That's quite the business plan, man. Something's telling me though, laying bricks is not quite the same thing. But you know, if we're just brainstorming here, I think this is a great one to put on the list. I think you need something that requires a little bit more force. A little bit more exertion, you know? Would a channel of a buff dude laying pipe be any good? Sure, it would probably do well. Yeah. Slamming the bricks? Okay, well, I feel like you're not really getting the... I need to be more stable, guys. There we go. But this makes the armor pop a lot more. I like it. Gabe, show us a video of how to chop wood. I just showed you his TikTok. What do you mean? Gabe has 10 million followers on TikTok, bro. He's not messing around. You also have to be good looking and fit and muscular. Twitch chat is out. Oh. You guys told me you're literally the Giga chat. Ooh. Thin stripy lines. If I was 20 again, Lowko? Yeah. I feel much better at 31 than I did at 20 though. How does that work? Hell yeah. Brush listening to what I wanted to do. Hype? You have overcome anxiety? No, not overcome. But I was a lot more anxious at 20 for sure. Well, in some of these areas I can't use the side of the brush. I have to use the tip. I will edge highlight with the side of the brush whenever I can, but sometimes you gotta use just, yeah, a very thin line. Do I want to go around the side of these little skull thingies as well? Maybe a little bit. It's kind of tricky. At 20 you could run miles. You nearly died because you were unfit as hell. Oh. I don't know, I exercise a lot more nowadays than I did when I was 20. Maybe that's why. I exercised when I was 22, but I do try to stick to a more rigid routine these days. Is that how it goes, Meow? I feel like consistency, yeah. But I also spend a lot of time just sitting inside, right? So I kind of like getting out of the house and Go to the gym. Sometimes in a crazy mood, I even talk to people at the gym. But only in crazy moods, though. Usually I don't. You can't run a kilometer, but you can lift twice your weight? You can probably run a kilometer, dude. If you can, like, deadlift twice your body weight, you could probably run a kilometer. If you're being chased by a bear, you could probably run 20. Non-stop, top speed. You'd go fucking fast. You could lift the bear. Oh yeah, I didn't consider lifting the bear. The bear will catch you? Yeah, okay, fair. But you would still get as faster. You would still run faster than you could. Yeah. Can we look up the top speed of a top speed grizzly bear? 35 miles an hour. Ah, okay, that's 56 kilometers an hour. Yeah, you're fucked. Yeah, they're, you know, yeah, you're super fucked. There's no way. You could outdrive it in a car. You could, you know, if you can get to a car, you can do that. Okay, we gotta do a tiny thin line. A tiny thin line across the center here of the visor. Or whatever this thing is. Ooh, we did it. A little bit of edging. There we go. There we go. I think I need to dull this section down just a tad. This little knee joint. We'll mix in a little bit of the darker green, because it's a bit too bright for my liking. There we go. You don't have to run faster than the bear, you just have to run faster than whoever you're running with. That's true, guys. I guess your goal in life should be to try and be not the slowest runner. If you go hiking with somebody, make sure you're not the slowest. The problem is, I've seen Lauren run. She can run fast, bro. Lauren can be a really fast runner. She would definitely, Jason, fuck. What if the other person is your wife or someone you care for? Well, then stop running. So you're saying earlier that Twitch chat having a date is a massive hypothetical, but then the next sentence, Twitch chat has wives? Okay then, buddy. Thank you very much, Crumbly Muffin. Lowko, you dated her since before you started streaming? No, actually not the case. I've been streaming for a very long time. It's been many, many years. Yeah, I told her when we first started going out that I was a nerd. And years later, she told me that she remembers me telling her that. But she didn't really realize what it meant. She's like, haha, yeah, you're a nerd, sure, what does it mean? I like painting plastic warriors with my little tiny brushes and my little miniature paints. That's what I like to do. I feel like I'm getting nerdier over time. Like for some reason I'm getting nerdier. I'm gonna be collecting like Pokemon cards and anime waifu pillows next. I'm looking forward to those days. I need to make a slightly brighter color than this, guys. Have a child before it's too late, Lowko. We need a brighter color. What would be a nice bright color to mix in? I'm thinking actually just a little bit of like a Screaming Skull. I don't have Warpstone Green. I think this is about the brightest green that I have. I have some Moot Green, but I think that's the wrong tone. So I think I'm just gonna mix in a tiny small amount of a beige. Just for some of the brightest edges, you know? I think that would make a decent color. I don't know. We'll experience it together. Yeah. Just as like a little tip over here, I guess, like a little... Make it look extra sharp. I think that's good. For just the sharpest areas. Top of the foot. Top of the gauntlet. Yep. Yeah, we use like a very pale yellow for this. I know a lot of people like to mix in ice yellow or something for highlighting and for like mixing in extra colors. I've not got an ice yellow. I don't have that type of paint, but I was thinking about maybe getting some of that at some point because it seems like that's a pretty popular color to mix in. For like, you know, like your tendency to make a color brighter is to make a little bit of a mix with white, right? Like that seems to be like the most logical thing to do, but apparently like an off yellow, like a beigey color is oftentimes better. Am I a Warhammer fan? I have become a Warhammer fan, absolutely, yes. I know what you're thinking. Oh no. Lowko, no, go back while you can. Too late. It's too late. He's for the Emperor? The false Emperor? Hold up. Let me call the Inquisition. It is a really fun universe though. Like really fun and fucked up. It's funked up. It is funked. Whatever you want to call it. I have played Space Marine 2, absolutely, yes. I finished the entire campaign. Very fun. Probably my game of the year so far. I really liked it. It was great. That playthrough will go up on more Lowko on YouTube soon. Yeah. Okay. That's a bit too much, Lowko. There's a little bit of a smudge over here that I don't love. I'll try and cover that up. Whew, okay. No, I don't paint armies. I am just painting individual miniatures. All right, gamers. Here's the green. Shall we do a little bit of a close-up of the green highlights on the armor? Stop dancing, camera.